Hey guys, welcome to another investing video on Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So, investing. Firstly, let me start by saying I am not a qualified financial advisor, so everything that I'm sharing in today's video and anything I share on my channel are my personal views of how I'm doing things that I have learned. This is not advice, and I'm not trying to make you do what I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. That's it. With that being said, I'm going to share with you my entire investment portfolio. I have my trusted laptop here with me where I'm going to walk you through my entire portfolio. So before I do that, let's have a little chat. So I have been investing for over 8 years now, and the first 6 years I invested in one company. This is not something that I recommend or something that I am willing to do again. So the first 6 years, the reasons why I invested in that one company is because I worked for the company. And though for me it paid off, it doesn't always pay off for other people. So for me, investing in one company is very risky because if the stocks for that company tank, so does our investments. So this is why I believe investing in index funds. And obviously, you can invest in stocks themselves, index fund or what have you. But for me personally, I believe in investing in index funds, and that's where the majority of my investments lie. I do have a few single stocks here and there, but nothing that if they were to tank would cripple me, essentially. So one of the main reasons is because I work for the company. The other reason was because I honestly thought you needed to have a lot, and I mean a lot of money, to be able to hack the investing world. I just thought I needed a minimum of £10,000 to be able to start investing. Actually, that's not the truth. That's not the case at all. With my Plum app, I actually invest change. So Plum app rounds up all of my spending, and then that money is then sent over to the funds that I've chosen, and I invest in those funds. Pretty simple, pretty easy. There's also free trade. There are other platforms also that you can use where you can invest with just a single pound. So if you have not started investing and have been thinking, no, I can't invest because I don't have a lot of money, I encourage you to think again and look at the platforms that you can use to help you start investing. Again, not financial advice, just saying you don't need to have a lot of money. Third reason, I honestly thought the lingo was so complicated. I still think the lingo is complicated, and I think it's purposefully done so that on Wall Street, the stock guys can manage your investments and you won't be able to understand anything. You won't know what the PE ratio is, anything like that. You won't know what the peg is. Nothing, like literally nothing. And I'm just sat there, I'm like, right, okay. That was another reason why I didn't actually get into investing. And I must admit, if it wasn't for my dad saying, oh yeah, no, just continue contributing to this company, I probably wouldn't have continued with the investments for 6 years. But I did. I'm glad I did, and it really did pay off, like I said. Then the last 2 years I got serious about investing, and I got into investing into index funds. I bought a lot of Vanguard index funds, I bought of other legal and general funds and all of those good jazz, and it has been great getting into the investing world and just seeing my money grow. Obviously 2022, firstly 2020, when I started, wasn't exactly the best of time because by March stocks had tanked, a lot of things had tanked, but then we recovered. 2021 came, I didn't really see much in dips, but from September of 2021 I saw a change in my funds that I was investing in, that the stocks were dipping. So it was just okay, the market is playing up, and since then there's been, I just want to say, maybe a couple of months where things have been all green. The rest of the months have just been red ahoy. So literally it's been 2 years of up and down, but I'm glad I started investing when I did. There's no better time to start investing than now. So with that being said, I'm going to show my screen of the portfolio that well, not exactly the portfolio, but the platforms that I use to invest in. And also, the important thing is I'm going to share with you my monthly contribution. So this is pre-tax and post-tax that I invest either in my ISA or in my Sipp or in my employer match pension. So I will shrink myself to the corner and I'll start the screen record now. Okay, so as you can see, firstly, I'm sharing with you the monthly investment contributions that I make. So this, I have split it between what is pre-tax and what is post-tax. Anything pre-tax is what my employer does for me, and then everything post-tax is what I do myself. So my Vanguard ISA, I manage that myself. In the UK, we've got ISAs, which are in ISAs are individual savings accounts. These are tax efficient vehicles that we use, and we have a limit for ISAs of £20,000 every tax year. I don't know if that will ever go up, but it's been 20,000 for a long time. So £20,000 a year. If you have that money, great. If you don't, put as much as you can because they are tax efficient. I really love them, and across the year you can see I've been putting between 400 to £700 a month, which I'm really happy about. And so far, as of December 18th, I have invested just under 6,500, which is actually a good amount. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm proud of myself for making this investment. Then I've got my Vanguard pension. So this is my Sipp, my self-invested personal pension. And with this one, I've been consistent with putting a minimum of £100 every single month in this one. And recently I updated these fees to include the tax relief that I get. So for every £100 that I put into the portfolio, the government gives me £25. So I've added that in. Personally, I put in £100, except for the month of March where I put in £200. So across the board, I have been getting £25, but a lovely viewer of mine saw that as a high tax earner, I could actually be getting a lot more. So my accountant will be looking into that for my next tax year, which I'm grateful to you for. So thank you. So for 2022, I have sent £1,600 to my self-invested personal pension. Then for what my employer does, we invest with Legal and General, and at the beginning of the year, my contribution together with my employer added up to 655. Since then, I did what is called salary sacrifice back in, I applied for it in March and started in April for the financial year, so that went up to £974, which is great. And it has been, obviously that's how much I put in every single month, and so far in the year I have sent 10,750, which really makes me happy. And now I'm wondering if I want to continue increasing this next year April or not, but I'm not really sure. For now, I'm happy with the contribution that I am making. Then for Coinbase, this I started off strong at the beginning. So this is your Coinbase is your Bitcoin, your what have you, and I've been putting little change that I've had, and then I've just stopped. I haven't put anything. I think September was the last time I put anything in Coinbase, but just 140 pounds that I've sent. A Toro, again, I used to put some £50 consistently, but then I stopped with that one as well, and I moved all of the stocks, all of the money from that platform, and I moved it somewhere else. Free trade, I was also consistent, putting in some change that I'll have, and in March I actually sent in a lot more than usual. But to be honest, I have stopped putting much in this one as well, and possibly in the new year I won't be adding anything. And then Equate is also another platform, so this one helps me to invest in the company that I work for. So I put in something, and my employer does an employer match. So I put in at the beginning of the year, I was putting in £49. My employer also gave me £49, so that added up. And then same with the salary sacrifice that I did for my pension. I did the same thing with the share plan, and I put in £100, they put in £100, so that increased, and I've put in over £2,000 since this year, I should say this year. And then this one, I can't even explain it to myself, but it's related to my employer. And I noticed in some of my pay slips that I had some payments there that was going towards my investments that I have within the company. So yay me. So looking across the board, I'm happy to see that I've sent over £21,000 towards my investments. So this combines pre and post tax, which makes me really, really, really happy. I'm glad about that. Now we're going to move to my investment portfolio itself. So I track every single month. At the end of the month, I track exactly how the platforms that I invest on are doing. So what is the figure at 5 p.m. at the end of that business day? So say, for example, that December will end on a Sunday, I would track on a Friday at 5 p.m. what is the amount. I mean, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I also look on the Sunday itself. It shouldn't change, but who knows. So for the Sipp, across the year we started with 11,050 and we're at 11,663. This doesn't look like much has changed here, and like I said, the stock market has just been moving mad since September of last year. So, and for the Sipp, I send £100 every single month to this platform, and the government gives me £25 every single month as well. So it is what it is, you know. I'm investing for the long term, so I'm not too upset about that. Then for my pension, like I said, at the beginning of the year we started with just under £15,000 and we're ending the year just over £23,000. This one makes me happy because this is my pension, so I'm really happy about that. So when it comes to my pension, I started with over £26,000 and we are ending the year at just under £35,000, which is absolutely chef's kiss. Love to see it, love to see it. Then for my ISA, I had two ISAs. Obviously I only funded one at a time, so my main one is with Vanguard. So with that one we started at over £14,000, and now we're ending the year. So this has fluctuated between 19 and 18, but for as filming of this video it's at 18,699. So that's what we're tracking it at. Again, not too bad, not too bad at all. And with my ISA, I have fluctuated between £400 as the lowest that I've invested across the year, but then the last 3 months or thereabouts I've been putting about £200, but I did put £1,000, £700 across the year, so it balances out. Then for my general investment accounts, so with these accounts, I think apart from Plum and Equate, possibly Free Trade, but probably won't be doing much with this, but apart from Plum and Equate, moving into 2023 I won't be funding the other ones. I'll just leave them alone, won't touch them whatsoever. I'll still track them, but I won't be funding them at all. So with my general investments, so these are non-tax efficient, we started at just over 2,200 and we're now ending the year at over 4,300. Again, this is absolutely incredible, and I can attribute a lot of this to my Equate portfolio with my employer. So I love that for me. So if we look at my investments here, so total investments that I started with is £42,000. So this is combining my pension, my ISA, and my general investments accounts. And I had a goal that I set in November of 2021 that in 2022 I wanted to reach 50k in these investments, and I was able to reach that sometime in June this year, which makes me really, really happy. And then I decided to track my next big goal, which is 100k, and as of filming this video I am 58% of the way there. Super happy about this, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe that my total investment portfolio as of filming this video is over £57,000. Like, mind blown. And yeah, so I think this is all. I'm not going to touch on the dividends because I still waiting for Vanguard to pay the December ones, which I will probably see in January, and then I'll film the video on the dividends that I've made in 2022. But for now, this is all I wanted to share with respect to my investments. I am happy with the progress that I'm making. For 2023, I would like to reach £75,000 in my investments. The closer I get to 100, the better, but 75,000 is what I'm aiming for next year. And then for 2024, I can aim for 100K. So let's see where I get with this investing. But next year, my focus is to definitely reach 75K. Focus more on tax efficient vehicles, do salary sacrifice if I need to, again if my finances allow for it, and just really focus on my pension as well as my ISA. And tomorrow is my annual stocks funds review, so I'll be seeing if there'll be any changes that I'll be making to my Vanguard portfolio. I'm not really going to touch my pension with my employer because I looked into the legal and general funds that I'm investing in, and it's all good. The fees that I'm paying better than what I'm paying with Vanguard, so I'm not actually too mad about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.